Hello, y'all. Hello, hello, hello. Let me just see if this is working properly on YouTube. Then we're going to get started. Hello, everyone. How is everybody doing? Whew. Okay. So let me know if things are a little bit shaky in the comments so I can adjust whatever needs to be adjusted, and then we will get started. Hello. Hey, thank you so much. I'm really excited to start with y'all. Wait, I think I just got an email from one of the, let me see if I can, because this always happens at the beginning of every single workshop. Like someone didn't end up getting the email that I sent for some reason with the link, so I always have to send them the link. So give me 1 second so I can make sure everyone who wants to be here can be here. I'm trying to click the email and let's allow me connect. Okay, there we go. It should be good. Let me know if anybody is having any issues, because I can just kind of change it. Let me see if I can. This is like my first time using StreamYard. I watched a whole entire bunch of videos on it to try to figure out if it's what I wanted to do for the live. So it seemed really easy to do, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. But I just want to make sure that everything's going the way it's supposed to go and we're not having any technical difficulties. But I hope y'all is ready. This is going to be a really, really sweet and fun workshop to do, just because I feel like it's a very much a needed workshop. For those who are Patreon members or channel members, you already have the itinerary. So we're going to start going in that in about 5 minutes, because I'm trying to give everybody some time to get here. Let me just okay. And I'm going to share the link for the Patreon members so they can join us as well. And this will be available for replay for those channel members and Patreon members. The link will be on the Patreon and the channel as well. So y'all be able to come through and do all the things. Now, let me see if I can just change this just so everybody can. And then my internet wants to be weird. Oh my God, my internet's taking a minute. Okay, there it is. There it is. Okay, there we go. So there, I changed the link, so everybody should be able to join now. Okay. So hello everyone. I hope that y'all is doing good. I feel like this week definitely started off a little bit rough, but it got a little bit better towards the middle of the week. I think it got a little bit better. So I hope that y'all is having a good week as well. Okay, there we go. And boom. Okay. I think I fixed the issues that we were having. Okay. Sweet. So let me go back to the itinerary. Let me just share the link with the Patreon so they can join us. I did share it with them already before, but just so it could be on the first post. Let me just share with them again so they can just come through and join us over here. And we're going to get started. This would be a great time to get some water or, some tea or anything that you might need, because this is a 2-hour workshop. So we're going to be here for a minute. So definitely whatever it is that you need to do or get during this time, go ahead and get it. Oh wait, I just got another email. I hope they were able to get in. No, still? Okay, I'm gonna send it again because it's, for some reason there's some technical difficulties right now. Okay. So okay, and get link. Get shareable link. Okay, so now that she has it, okay. Patreon. Video, okay. And there we go. Paste. Okay, so they have the link. And it's posting. Okay, so we can get started now. Oh, sorry that took a minute. Okay, let me pull up the chat. StreamYard. Okay, there we go. So we are gonna get started. We have loads to cover. There's a lot that we're gonna be doing for this workshop, and it's kind of just really important for us to go through every single thing one at a time. If you didn't grab your tarot and your oracle deck, please do so, because we are going to be doing a spread for this workshop as well, because we're going to be analyzing our heart chakra energy. So make sure that you grab those now, so you're not like behind, or so you're not like, you know, running to get it. So if you want to do that now, grab that now. And there, boom. There we go. So, oh, this just moved. Okay, hold on, y'all. And it moved. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, so like it says on the itinerary on this workshop, we're going to be diving into our subconscious mind to decode our love relationship energy. I wanted to do this on this specific day because Venus just went into Pisces, and Venus is exalted in Pisces. Like, Venus loves being in Pisces. It is the sign that Venus feels the most comfortable to move through, like not only create but also have pleasure. The reason for this is because Pisces is so multi-dimensional. It creates pleasure, it's able to create love, and it's able to create money from the things that it creates, because it rules creativity. And so there's a lot of like power that's kind of like comes through when Venus is in Pisces. Is a really powerful time to do a lot of relationship healing, especially because it dives into what subconsciously we're still holding on to from our past relationships. So it brings the focus into the work and the healing that needs to be done. Like, you having dreams of your, it's almost like an extension of Mercury retrograde, because you'll be having like dreams of your exes, or you'll be having like dreams of someone in the past, and you're like, why am I dreaming about them? This dream didn't make any sense. Like, why is this coming up right now? Like, why is it important? It's a lot of emphasis during Venus in Pisces that brings the energy of the subconscious mind, the gray area within our minds, within our bodies, within our energetic bodies as well. So it's something that I feel like it's really important to highlight during this time, especially because Pisces season tends to be like a very dreamy, like a little bit chaotic, a little bit like all over the place sometimes, and a little bit like it can leave, it can kind of leave with like this cloudy kind of feeling. I talked about that a little bit on the podcast, which I just posted. You guys can go ahead and check that out a little bit later. I just posted the newest episode of Between Ascension, which is the podcast that I do. And we were talking about that cloudiness, that fog that comes through, and how to work with that and heal that within this season, within Pisces season. And so I wanted to highlight relationships, because I do feel like Piscean energy and Pisces energy when it comes to love, even though, again, Venus moves very well through Pisces energy, Pisces tends to be the sign that tends to hold on to a lot of relationship stuff, especially because they romanticize. And this is why Venus loves Pisces so much. They romanticize love in a way that is so like, it's beautiful, dramatic. They fall in love with moments. They fall in love with like certain things, and even toxic things. And it becomes something that it just creates a little bit of a cycle of like who they meet, who they like bring into their lives, who they manifest, and such and such. And so they tend to have a lot of different types of relationship issues that comes on. People who are Pisces tend to have or even have Venus and Pisces tend to like always be in love with their exes and have different issues with their partner, or like at some point they end up healing from it, but it does take a little bit of time. And so because the energy is very like in your head, dreaming about what could have been and all of this kind of stuff, I wanted to focus on this healing work that we need to do. So we're actually going to be starting with the 30-minute guided love trauma release meditation. This is going to be a very, very powerful meditation, and I highly recommend that you try to relax, try to just be as gentle through this process as possible, because this is a really powerful meditation. And just like I always say before I do the meditation parts within the weekly healing circles, get yourself comfortable. You can go ahead and like lay on your back or do half lotus or full lotus, and just try to relax during this process. Just take some deep breaths and start to relax your body, and then go ahead and start closing your eyes. So take deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Deep breaths in. And deep breaths out. Take another deep breath in. And another deep breath out. I want you to start to bring yourself inside of a golden egg, surrounded by stars. This golden egg energy is divine healing light. So you're breathing it in and breathing it out. I want you to start to breathe in each breath to your heart space. Taking deep breaths in and deep breaths out. While you're in this golden egg, I want you to place both of your hands on your chest. You're still breathing that divine healing light in and out. With every breath you take, sending that divine healing light to your heart space. Taking deep breaths in and deep breaths out. On your next breath in, I want you to start to pull your hands out away from your chest. And as you pull your hands out and lay it open in front of you, your heart itself comes out with it. As you hold your heart in your hands, you are still maintaining that breath, breathing in that divine healing light and sending it to your heart. Taking deep breaths in. And deep breaths out. On your next breath in, ask your heart to project what trauma you are still holding on to. On your next breath in, ask your heart chakra to show you why you are still holding on to it. On your next breath, ask your heart if it's ready to forgive. On your next breath, if you choose to forgive, repeat the words, I forgive you for all pain, all actions, all the moments that were triggering, that affected my mental health, that affected my emotional health, that affected my ego's health. I thank you for the growth and the lessons that you brought to me. And I move on with peace by releasing the trauma and the pain associated with your memory. Take a deep breath in. Send that healing light straight to your heart. As you hold your heart in your hands, make a vow that you will try to do the best for it. You will try to heal. You will try to protect. You will try to be happy. And you will try to live through your experiences. When you're ready, start to bring your hands back to your chest. In doing so, putting your heart back in its place. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Take a deep breath in, sending that divine healing light anywhere in your body that just needs a little bit extra attention. Deep breath out. When you're ready, you can start to come back. Just let me know in the comments when you're back. Okay, I see some of you guys are back. Thanks, Denise and Lana and Steph, for all of the hair love. I started using StreamYard, so now I can have your comments on the screen. So when you rewatch it, you know what I'm responding to. But thank you for all the hair love. I just watched it today. And big welcome to everyone. How was that for you guys? I hope that was a good experience. For those who want to, if you eventually want to do this meditation again, you can always come back to it. The link and the all of the workshops are always available for like within the Patreon and within the channel members. It'll be under the workshops. They get that tab, so they can always go back into that playlist and go through all the workshops, all the meditations, all the things, all the jazz. So we are going to get into, I hope you guys grabbed your Oracle deck and your Tarot deck, because we're going to get into the second part, which is the Heart Trauma Tarot spread. So this is gonna be a good one, because I do feel like this is something that this is a tarot spread that I like to do. I would like to say every season, at least. I like to check in on the energy of what's going on in there. If I'm backed up on anything, especially because your heart chakra energy tends to creep into other parts of your psyche. And you get that within dreams and stuff. Like when stuff is haunting you, you'll it'll creep in. The heart chakra has a way, because it's the midway point of the chakras, of all the chakras. It just has a way of creeping into other areas of life, and then you start kind of having all of this kind of stuff. Ivy said, that's a lot more than I thought it would be. Thank you. I hope that it was helpful. It is definitely a powerful meditation to do. It's really, really good to heal and just release a lot of backed up things, especially when it comes to, you know, like people, and even honestly, even past lives, because you could have had people you didn't even never met stuck in there, and then like, oh, now I have to heal that. So it definitely, it's something, it's a powerful meditation to do when you know your heart's a little bit blocked and you need to do some healing work for it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and let me post a comment on here. Paste. So this is going to be the question in order of how we're going to, did it work? I think it split it into a couple of them. So let me see if I can just split it in multiples. Hold on. I went to copy and paste it and then it didn't post it right. Let me see if I can just post it in parts. So we're going to do the first 4 questions first, or let's do the first 3 together, and then we'll kind of move on from there. Okay, there we go. Denise said, my inner child really came through. I really felt how upset and confused they are because of it. Yeah, it'd be like that. It'd definitely be like that. Okay, so we're going to focus on these 3 questions first. This is going to be the first part of the tarot reading. So we're ultimately, you can do this in however shape you want, but I'm being cute and we're going to do it in a heart shape. So the first card that you're putting down is going to be the bottom card, like the point, this part, okay, the middle point, okay? So you're starting off with that card first. So you're going to pull for the first card, and the first card is going to be, what is my current energy? I always like to, when I'm doing like any type of like tarot spread, I like to have a card that specifies what my current energy is, because I want to know where am I at. Like you can do other tarot spread and then they just like, oh, this is what this, but what is my current energy? How am I personally, am I going to be receiving of this information? Am I a little stubborn? Am I a little bit in my feelings? Am I a little bit like I'm mentally like buzzing, and like, where am I? Okay. So pull a card for what is my current energy. So I'm going to pull my card with y'all because why not? Hanged Man. Y'all, Hangman energy. It's definitely been like that today. I'm not even gonna lie. It's been Hangman energy. I've been super like buzzing in my brain today. So, and this was literally one of the cards in the weekly healing circle. So there's that. So let's make a heart. Okay. All right. So if you pulled that one, the next one is gonna be, who am I still holding on to? Who am I still holding on to? Four of Pentacles. Who are you still holding on to? What is the energy of that? See, me, I'm just hella comfortable in my relationship right now. So that's why I'm just like, yep. That's just me at the current times. Who are you still holding on to? So that should be, so if you're building the heart, okay, it should be going this way. You're going that way, okay? You can do it on the other way. Eventually you'll come to the end, whatever way you want to do it. But I like to do things clockwise, in a clockwise motion. So this card right here is going to be, who are you holding on to? What was the lesson that they are teaching me? This is a question. This is the third question. What was the lesson that they're teaching me? Wait, can I get one? Can I get one card? I got two cards. I'm not teaching me. Facts. Healing a lot of stuff from the past. Yeah, I don't even know. Okay. You can go ahead and share it. That's fine. I got the 10 of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Ace of Wands. Wow, that's a really powerful lesson right there. That's a pretty powerful lesson right there. Okay. So, the next one. Wait, let me put it on the screen. How have they caused me pain? Flip this. Temperance. Sag energy. The tea. Let me stop. Queen of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Magician. Wow. You guys are getting a lot of deep-rooted stuff. Like Steph with the 10 of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Ace of Wands. 10 of Pentacles, that's like legacy manifestation, because that's like abundance for your lifetime. Judgment is a lot of ancestor work as well, and self-analyzation. And the Ace of Wands is all about the journey. So that's like pretty intense. And then you have Queen of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Magician. So not only like you being more grounded with who you are, but at the same time, like nurturing yourself with the Chariot and succeeding, coming more into your practice yourself and like who you're supposed to be. Like that's pretty strong right there. Michaela, I got the 3 of Cups, the High Priestess, and the 3 of Pentacles. Lots of threes. That's good. That's like a lot of like road opening, kind of like I'm meeting a lot of people. I'm connecting with a lot of people. I'm talking to a lot of people. I'm spiritually connecting, and I'm coming more into myself. And just there's a lot of like building of something, especially with the 3 of Pentacles. So that's good. That's good. Oh my God. And the Queen of Wands for how they hurt me. The journey. Oh, the journey. Yeah. Oh, Dominique, I got 3 of Wands, the Hierophant, and the 2 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. Balance, direction, understanding who you are, understanding what you're like confirming to, what you're like, you know what, I'm just going to give into this instead of saying, no, I'm going to balance myself out. I'm going to take what I can get from me and heal myself. Not, I'm going to confirm to your ideas, your behaviors, what you think I'm supposed to be. Like, no, I'm not going to do that. That's really powerful. That's self-alignment right there. Ivy, 4 of Wands. Oh, reverse. Hierophant reverse. 4 of Swords reverse. And 4 of Pentacles. Woo! So many 4s. Definitely 4s. Okay, you're going to have to go into the 4s. Do some deeper work with the 4s. Like really analyze every single card, what it's teaching you, what the messages that you're getting, the downloads you're getting from the 4s. That's really powerful. Honestly, I would even go into the numerology of that as well, because at that point, it's a lot of 4s. That's a 4 situation. So definitely go into the numerology, because that is really powerful. But there is this, like, especially because they're in retrogrades, 4 of Wands, Hierophant, 4 of Swords. It's like at the same time, like not having rest, not giving in to like what they're trying to put you in, but also not resting because of it. But at the same time, not feeling satisfied from it. Like it's a lot of like, it's a little bit chaotic. It's definitely chaotic. There's a lot of chaotic there. A lot. Lana said I got the Lovers reverse, King of Cups, and the 4 of Swords reverse. Wow. Okay. So Lovers reverse, you thought they were your soulmate, but they was not. It had the illusion of that. Wow. Okay. And the 4 of Swords reverse. It almost seems like it's like bothered your spirit a little bit. Like it's just kept you awake at night. Like you haven't been able to rest because of it. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's harsh. That is also harsh. Yes, lots of chaos. Okay, y'all. Okay, let's do the other one. Okay, so how they cause me pain? How can I forgive them, y'all? How can we forgive them? How can I oh, y'all. Spirit says shine and focus on your growth. Literally, that's what it was. That's what they said. That's what they said. Wow. Wow. How can I forgive them? This is an important question, because if you don't like address the how, then you're gonna be stuck on it. And it could be on a petty level, like, oh, I'm still mad, or like I'm frustrated, but I want you to get your comeuppance, or whatever it is, you know, like you can just stay stuck in that energy, and that's not productive. It just ends up blocking a lot of different things. So 100%, how can you forgive them? How can you forgive them? And then the next question is, how can they forgive you? You think it don't go both ways, y'all? Nah. How can they forgive you? How can they forgive you? Six of Pentacles. Understanding, taking what presence I had in their life, the lesson. Yo, it always comes back to that. It always comes back to that. It always comes back to, like, some things will be a missed opportunity. Some things will be like, it'll feel like the wind that got away situation. But at the end of the day, you have to understand the roles that people play in your life, and why they were there, why they were present, why they needed to be present in your life during that time. Like, it's important. Okay. Hey, LOL just came in, and that sounds so accurate already. It be like that. It be like that. Okay, let me copy the next part so we can all do it together. I'm going to do, this one is a little longer, so I'm just going to put in 2 because I don't know if it's going to cut it off. Okay, copy. All right. Paste. There we go. So the next 2 questions, let me put it up, blow it up for y'all. How can I accept the past? How can I accept the past? King of Swords. It's all in the mind, y'all. It is. People be calling me at the worst times. Anyway, in the mind, the mind, the mind. It's all in the head. Once you have decided that it's clear, that you're clear on it, that you are mentally, you're not going to hold on. That's correct. Okay. It becomes something that is released, because at the end of the day, you have to understand, you have to flow like air. Okay, a lot of the things, and this is why Mercury retrograde, you know, tends to bring back like exes and people from the past, and thoughts creep in, and the, you know, things start to make your way into your consciousness and stuff like that, and it becomes like a, oh man, should I text them? Should I communicate? You know, like that air energy. But at the end of the day, sometimes you just got to clear your own air, clear your own feelings, clear your own emotions, clear your own, like, what is, and it just needs to be. What is, and sometimes it just needs to be. That's what it needs to be. And you have to, like, accept that reality, even that if that reality seems like it's painful or it's still a little triggering, that's when you know you have to go back and, like, heal it to release. So I got the Hangman. Yo, we hanging together, yo. We is hanging together. I'm telling you. Okay, this next question is really, really important. If I don't release this, how does it affect my future? Okay. If I don't release this, how does it affect my future? Strength. Y'all, this is really important. Let me tell you why this is important, because a lot of this stuff creeps in. Like I told you, it takes your peace of mind, it takes your strength, it takes your foundation, it takes away like a lot of, especially when the solar plexus, like you almost get like start getting rigid, start like feeling like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this, or if I can like open myself up again. Like you just start putting all of these, planting all these seeds of like doubt and like lacking strength. This is what I'm saying. If you don't release, it affects your own power, because it basically means that you allowed that person to take your power, and now you have to deal with those consequences, and it's not necessarily the funnest thing to deal with, let me tell you. So strength. Don't let nobody take your power. 8 of Pentacles reverse. I'm dying, yo. You is just making me laugh stuff today. Like, whoa. 8 of Pentacles reverse. Y'all. Hold on. I'm copying the next 2. Okay. Let me post these 2 up. Paste. Okay. Let me know also if you're enjoying this new format of live stream, because I'm using StreamYard for this, because I wanted to like kind of upgrade the way I do the live streams. So let me know if you're enjoying this one, because I might just like keep it and keep doing it this way. So the next question, if I do release this, how does it affect my future? How does it affect my future? Ooh. King of Cups, y'all. King of Cups, y'all. King of Cups. High Priestess and Red. Oh my God. Y'all. Y'all. You see how it went from the King of Swords to the... I'm just getting a lot of kings in here. You see how it went to the King of Swords to the King of Cups? King of Cups is like super on his emotions and spirituality. He's completely mastered his emotional ability to manifest through emotion, understanding their emotions, understanding how to heal themselves. Like King of Cups knows. Steph, we in sync, y'all. We in sync. We in sync. I be telling babe that sometimes. I'm like, we're in sync like the band. And she just be laughing at me. Lana, I got 2 of Pentacles and King of Wands. If I don't heal, burnout. To also imbalance much. Not only burnout and like you not being in alignment with your journey, but also imbalance. Like, damn, y'all. Damn. Okay, let's do the next one. What does Spirit want me to know about this relationship? What does Spirit want me to know about this relationship? Okay. I got 2 cards. One is the 4 of Cups and the King of Wands. I'm getting a lot of kings in this, y'all. This is kingdom energy. Hello. What does Spirit want me to know about this relationship? Not only am I here, I feel like with the 4 of Cups, this is one of those, it can be a very pessimistic card, because depending on how you look at it, it's either you were mad and Spirit is giving you something to alleviate you being mad, or you're mad that Spirit handed you what it handed you. Like, it depends on, this is one of those, is the half glass full or half, like that. This is one of those cards for me. And to me, I feel like I'm not a pessimistic person. I've always been an optimistic person. And I do feel like Spirit has handed me a lot of different things so I can learn from it, so I can get to this point. So I do understand why it goes into the King of Wands. Like, it's all part of my journey, especially on a long-term sense when it comes to relationships and my healing. So I understand every single partner, why I had to go through every single thing that I had to go through. Like, I've already done that work, so I get why they're saying that for me. Okay, let's see. Wait. 8 of Wands. Oh. 8 of Wands. Quick, speed, downloads, messages, communication. Oof. How was the communication with this person? Like, how was it? What did you learn from the communication style? Is there anything that you incorporated into your own communication from this person? And also, how quickly did you go from being together to not being together? Because that would have also highlighted a lot of things. There's a lot of things about speed. And there's like a quickness to this. Like, yo, Steph, seriously, me and you is in alignment today. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Ivy, for number 10, I got 9 of Swords retrograde, which is interesting. I keep saying retrograde. Y'all, I'm like reading astrology. In reverse. It might as well be a retrograde, right? Like a tarot version of a retrograde. 9 of Swords in reverse, which is interesting. For number 10. What does Spirit want to know? 9 of Swords in reverse. So there's an element of protection that's coming on with that. Like, as far as taking your peace of mind, taking like your like any anxiety, like at one point it having to be removed because it would take too much, because it would affect your like mental health. And how does that affects your mental health? That's a really powerful one, actually. That's a pretty powerful message. Let's do the last 2. Ooh, hold on. I just posted it, I think. Did it go? No. I can't tell. No. Wait, I'm gonna post it again because I don't know if it worked. And there you go. No? Wait. Oh, it's not scrolling. Oh. There we go. Okay. Okay, the next one. Am I blocking my next connection from this pain? Am I blocking my next connection from this pain? No, because I get married. Y'all, I got the 10 of Pentacles. What is good? Y'all, I mean, for those who don't know, I'm engaged, so yeah. But I'm just laughing at this because it's hilarious. Should I have someone in mind in particular? Hold on. I'm thinking of a friendship that is ending. So 100%, if it's honestly, when you're pulling out the cards, the person that you envision when you're like looking at the card is the person that is about 1000% of the time. Also, this goes hand in hand with the meditation. So if the person came up in your meditation as well, that's also who it's referring to. Queen of Wands, Michaela says, okay. Guess it's working. Okay. There you go. Because the chat was like freezing for me for a second. So am I blocking my next connection from this pain? What did y'all get? Because I getting married, y'all. I getting married. That's so cute that just came up. Like, spirit be cute sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh man. The Magician. Okay. Okay, alignment. Definitely using more of your own power, your own abilities, tapping into how you're manifesting what you need to manifest from the universe, how you're bringing it to life, how you're using all of the elements, not just one, but all of them. That's powerful right there. 7 of Pentacles. Oh, there are still things coming your way, boo. Intentions that you have set that have not yet come into fruition. It's definitely, it's something that is, it's brewing. Just, it's brewing. Give it some time to marinate. 1000% marinate. I got the Knight of Swords in reverse. Y'all, first of all, this could either be one of two things. One is either an ex, but for some reason, I think it's a past life situation. You could actually be bringing in someone from your past life, or you could end up having to bring some things to a closure within like a Mercury retrograde situation. You'll probably end up having to reach out to this person and, you know, close the situation at hand and release that, unless it's meant to happen again. So that one's really, really interesting. I have a feeling it's a past life thing. I have a feeling it's a past life though. That's just the vibe I get. That's the download I got for that one. Ivy Judgment in reverse. The ancestors. Okay, so question. How, especially when it comes to your bloodline, what is your family's relationship to relationships? Do they have healthy relationships? Do they have a history of having good marriages, good loving relationships? Or are there issues within the family bloodline that are going to prevent you from, that you need to heal before, you know, that are preventing you from actually having the connections that you would like to have? So that's a lot of deeper work that needs to be done, especially with Judgment and like that's a little bit more work that needs to be dived into. It's like you have to look backward in order to move forward, type of thinking, type of vibe. Okay, Dominique. Princess of Swords and Two of Cups. Oh. Wait, that was for, am I blocking my next connection from this pain? Because if it is, then the answer is yes. The answer is yes. Yes. I don't talk to I do work okay. Definitely need to do more ancestor work in relation to relationships themselves. So like dive into more of how we're, like, you can literally hold a meditation and be like, hey guys, I am doing a study within the family bloodline. I'm trying to figure out how our relationships have been as a family when it comes to partnerships, relationships, friendships throughout our existence. I need y'all to come through, share some stories with me, share some, you know, some things that you guys are still like holding on to, some trauma, some things that have been handed down, because I'm trying to figure out what I need to focus on, what I need to heal. And they can go ahead and reveal that for you as well. 5 of Wands. What? 5 of Wands. So am I blocking my next connection from this pain? The answer is yes. What? No, that's not Steph. You're gonna have to thank you next that situation. I'm just letting you know. Okay, let's do the last. That was the last question, right? I think. Yes, the last question. How do I stay consistent in my, wait, let me put it up on the screen for y'all. Wait, I gotta, oh. There we go. How do I stay consistent in my heart's healing journey? How do I stay consistent in my heart's healing journey? Oh, hold on. Six of Cups. 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups, y'all. I swear to y'all, y'all just wants me to have kids. Y'all just wants me to have kids. Michaela, I've heard twice today my manifestations are coming to be. It really, I'm telling you, having that 7 of Pentacles there, it's marinating. It's like a gumbo. It's like a, you know, it's like a slow cooker. Like it's cooking. It's just gonna take a couple hours, but in days and in like months. But it's just marinating, because you have to understand when the 7 of Pentacles is there, it's like, okay, you set the intention, it's marinating, but that other person also has to be ready for you. You know what I mean? Like they also have to be in a place where they're able to say, you know what, I need this. This is what I need. Like I'm setting intention for you. You know what I mean? To come in. So it just comes in that way. It's really, 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 really powerful. So for the last one, how do I stay consistent with my heart's healing journey? Two of Swords. Ooh, do not block your intuition. Do not block yourself from healing the things that are actively moving through your head. So if you're feeling like, oh, you just thought something and you're like, you know what? I don't know, I'm just not going to address it. I'm just not even going to think that way. No, sometimes you have to address things like head on. This is something I do all the time with Babe. Anytime, like, if like granted, we're really, really like in alignment. Anytime I even feel like a second of bad, me and Babe are like on some other level, because she can tell the millisecond that I get mad or I'm like, something bothered me, she'll just be like, what happened? Did I say something? Why are you mad? Like, she'll just go into that. You have to do that for yourself. You have to be like, wait, should I have said that? Should I just say something about it? Should I just, be open up myself instead of blocking myself up and being like, you know what? I don't want to bother. I don't want to be a bother. I don't want to, start a problem. I just don't want to, create an issue. So I'm not going to say anything. No, say it. Speak up. Don't block yourself. Let your intuition guide your conversations, especially if you know that that's what needed to be said, because your intuition is going to be nudging at you like, you should have said this. So go say it. One of the things that I always do too is like, sometimes a day will go by and I'm like, hey babe, you remember yesterday we were talking about that? I've been thinking about that. And you know what? X, Y, C, and B. Or you know what? This bothered me that this happened. And we'll just talk about it. It'll just get squashed within like a minute. Like it won't be anything like, I don't let it get worked up in my head where it becomes like a tsunami of stuff. You know what I mean? So it's important to understand that you have to be open, even if it seems like it's vulnerable to do so. Like 1000%. 1000%. Okay, hold on. A lot. Okay, hold on. Lots of messages. Steph, was the 5 of Wands for the last question? Let me know. Dominique, I got 3 of cards for the last question. 9 of Pentacles, Justice, and the world. Well, how do you stay consistent? 9 of Pentacles, Justice, and the World. So not only maintaining your own self-love and self-care practice, but also making sure that you're planting seeds that are bring you financial abundance. So you're not worried. Like, it's almost like having multiple streams of income. So you're not worried about like how money is coming your way. You're just kind of like collecting checks here and there and just being cute when you need to be cute, when you want to be cute, and then at the same time working on the things that you want to work on, and then at the same time you just like enjoy the day when you you have done the work of what the 9 of Pentacles energy requires. Because the 9 of Pentacles energy is literally like, well, I bought a house, I planted a garden and started growing me fruit, and now I'm enjoying that fruit. It takes work to do so, but you have to put yourself in a place where you are living your best life. Like, that should be your goal, to live your absolute best life. With Justice is all about balance. And you have to understand when it comes to partnerships, because the Justice card is ruled by Libra energy and Libra itself, you cannot be imbalanced by your partner. If you feel like your partner is creating an imbalance with you, if you do not correct it, because remember, Libra's an air sign. It's all about communication. It's all about in the moment, like, yo, that pissed me off. I didn't like that. Or speaking something, not like holding everything emotionally in and being like, oh, that bothered me, but I'm just not going to talk about it, because that doesn't resolve anything. What happens is when you do that is that you create an imbalance, and then one person thinks that they're over here and that you're over here with them, but you're actually over here because you're still imbalanced from whatever situation happens. And so you have to understand that your partner has to balance you out. Your partner ultimately has to bring and help you live through that balance, have that balance, achieve that balance. And with the World, it's really, really beautiful, because it's almost like the tying of the ribbon, like at the end of the rainbow, here comes a world card, which is Saturn telling you, hey, you learned your lessons. I wanted you to take care of yourself. I wanted you to be balanced. And now look at you. You're way better off. Like, congrats. Like Saturn, this is heavier energy because Saturn is that planet that, while Saturn may seem like he's wrecking your life, especially like if you're going to your Saturn return or anything like that, while Saturn may seem like he's wrecking your life, he's actually just aligning it where you're supposed to be. He's putting you on the right track. It's like a evaluation. Like if you go to a company that's like evaluating your taxes or evaluating your financial thing or your business or how you can optimize whatever you need to optimize and stuff. And they're like, hey, you need to be doing this, and this will improve this by 50% or whatever the hell. Saturn comes in and he says, well, this place is not working. You need to move. This place is not helping you thrive. You need to be over here because the person that you need to meet is like 20 blocks from there, and you'll eventually bump into them, and you're going to have that. And then at the same time, you need to be working on this and that, and this is the person you need to talk to so you can start focusing on your business or creating a business with them or whatever the heck. Or this is what your dream job is, and this is, you need to move from here. You need to leave this job because it's stopping you from focusing on this. Like, it is that ending, that conclusion, that icing on the cake after you just went through literally everything. Sometimes it's easy and sometimes it's not. If you allow it to be, like if you keep yourself in an imbalance, that's when it gets really, really like hard and heavy to deal with. But if you just let yourself say, you know what, I'm going to be my best self. I'm going to be in this Nine of Pentacles energy, and I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to be me. I'm going to stay balanced. If I notice that somebody is trying to unbalance my peace of mind or bring some toxicity, negativity, I'm going to be like, nah, you cute, but no, try it again. That wasn't cool. And if they don't react in a way that is beneficial for the relationship, then bye, because that's not what you need. And then at the end of the day, you will have what it is that you want ultimately, but you have to set those personal intentions for yourself, because that's the key. That's the powerful key to it. But that was really, really good ending to that reading. That was a really, really good one. Wait, hold on. It's a lot of comments, y'all. I'm catching up. Okay. The last one, wait, it's loading. The last one is Six of Swords. So, Steph, some things you're going to have to let go of, even if it feels like you didn't necessarily get the upper hand while, you know, like as far as like, it didn't necessarily end with chocolate and rainbows and stuff like that. You're going to have to let go, and you're going to have to understand that you picking yourself up and you making yourself stronger and you putting yourself back into alignment and getting yourself where you're your most powerful self ultimately is more beneficial than you getting stuck in an energy that's not showing fruit anymore. So it's all about mentally moving forward, allowing yourself to clear the space. It's almost like cleansing a space. Think of cleansing that area as cleansing a space. Moving from this person, this situation is cleansing your energy. Mentally, you're more clear. You don't have to deal with it anymore. So it's more of, you know what? I am choosing to consciously move on from this. I've learned what I needed to learn, and I'm just not going to get stuck on this anymore. Like, I gotta keep it moving, keep it pushing. So that is powerful. Lana, the Fool in reverse. Yo, you really confirming to me that this is some past life situation. I'm telling you, I just heavily feel that this is a past life situation because of these reverses that you're getting right now. I'm just saying, especially in the cards in which they are falling in. I'm just saying, it just seems like it's a past life situation. For you to maintain consistent in your heart's healing journey, you must look backward. It's not about you starting over. It's about you looking backward into things that you have already experienced, lives that you have already experienced. This just hints at a lot of past life work, to be honest, that you need to do, especially with past life relationships. Sierra, I am way behind, but the first three questions, the first three questions, Nine of Cups in reverse, Judgment, and the Magician. Wait, I gotta go back to the first three questions. There's a lot of questions. What is my current energy? What am I still holding on to? And what lessons are the trying to do? So what is my current energy? Nine of Cups. Okay, that's cute. Well, no, wait, it's in reverse. My bad. I take it back. I take back the cuteness. Nine of Cups in reverse. What is your current energy? So you're not where you wish you could be. It's like you're in the opposite of where you wish you can be. You're not necessarily where you're thriving. You're where you're not thriving. You're where you're not actually benefiting from where how you can be happy. All of those cups emotionally, how you're held up within those spaces. Like you're not necessarily in alignment with each one of those things. It's just not there. There's a misalignment there. You're not happy. The nines are ruled by the Hermit. So there's a lot of introspection and looking into the unhappiness, but there is a lack of it at the same time. Okay. What am I still holding on to? You got Judgment in reverse. Ooh, y'all, you are also getting the past energy. And I do feel that there is some karmic justice here as well, especially when it comes to with the ancestors. It's almost like the ancestors are letting you learn a lesson the hard way because you didn't listen the first time kind of vibe. That's what I'm getting from this. And the third one was, what was the lesson they were teaching me? Hold on, I'll go back. Was the lesson they were teaching me? And you got the Magician. Y'all, I'm going to need you to get it together. Okay? The Magician. It's all the experiences that you go to, all of them come down to you becoming your best self. The Magician is one of the most powerful cards in tarot because the Magician says you can wield any of the aces. You can wield any of the elemental aces. So any of the abilities of all of the aces. So you can choose your journey. You can choose as far as your communication, how you manifest opportunities, how you communicate socially. You can choose and manifest that emotional cup of how you want to pour it in, what you're trying to nourish. And you can also manifest in the physical realm with the Ace of Pentacles. It is one of the most powerful cards because it says that you are ready to manifest. You just need to choose what your weapon is, what your desired tool of manifestation is. So that is actually really, really, really powerful. I'm just saying. Michaela, it's loading. I block myself. Wait, did it load? Okay. I block myself all the time so I don't rock the boat. But you see, that's the problem. You got to rock the boat. You have to rock the boat. Sometimes you got to be like, yo, I said what I said. Like sometimes you really got to say, I said what I said, because if you do not rock the boat, sometimes the boat won't move. What if you don't have the little paddle things sometimes you got to find a way to move across the sea, move across the lake, move across the water. Like sometimes you have to rock the boat. Sometimes you got to get off the boat and swim. Like you have to change the way you address things, because if you do it, it's like what Einstein said. If you do the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different solution, that's insanity. Like it's just not gonna work, because it didn't work the first 105,000 times. So why are you still expecting that to work again in the same way? It's just not going to work. So you do have to make sure that you're not allowing yourself to be blocked, that you're not consciously saying, I'm going to be in this Two of Swords. Like, I'm not going to listen to myself. I'm not going to listen to my intuition. I'm not going to do anything about this. I'm not going to say, hey, that bothered me. No, you have to be open, especially if you want to have those connections where you can freely communicate and you feel open enough to do so. If you never feel open enough to do so, you're never going to meet your partner, because your partner is going to want you to communicate in that way. They're just going to need that from you. And if you can't do that, it's almost, you're just going to seem like a wounded animal. Like you can't be present with them. And then that means that you're not ready to meet them. So this is what I mean by there's a lot of like things that you have to sort out within your own self, within your own heart energy. Steph, it was the Five of Wands for my family relationships. Wait, for my family relationships. Wait, no, which question was it for? I'm trying to figure out which number was it for. Five of Cups for how they hurt me. Wait. Which, there's like 12 questions. I'm trying to go through it to see which ones you guys are referring on here. Hold on. Oh, the how have they caught? So number four, I presume, is a 5 of Cups. Oh, okay. That is definitely hard. So it's almost like you're still kind of, it's almost like they come in, then they break you, and then you kind of like just get, you leave with some of what you were before you met them. Like it's almost like they take a certain part of you with them, which is really, really weird. It almost seems like spoiled milk, like, oh, this was ruined, like this situation, like, oh, this person ruined me. That's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting from that 5 of Cups in there, how they hurt me. It's definitely like you ruined me kind of vibes. And that's really deep, to give not only people that amount of power over you, but also understanding how you heal from that. Because if you feel like someone took your power from you, how do you get it back? How are you actively working to regain your power, to bring back and call back your power on a daily basis? Like, how are you doing that? Are you doing that work? Are you doing the calling back your power work? Or do they still hold that part of you? And do you still perceive that they hold that part of you? And do you still feel like emotionally they have that part of you as well? It's very like the 5 of Cups and how they hurt. That's really hard, because it almost seems like they're still doing it, and you actively need to choose to go in and heal that as well. So that's really deep. Steph, maybe that wasn't one of the. I'm laughing. I can't with you. My last was the Moon, and that feels fitting. Oh, wow. How do I stay consistent with my heart's healing journey? That is actually really powerful. And it's funny because the Moon is the card of Pisces. So it's just about like diving into your subconscious minds, diving into your dreams, diving into your intuition, working more with your intuition. How are you being guided through your heart? And I feel like this is something that at some point, try to work with having an awareness of your heart's energy. This is something that I was working really, really hard with when I was first healing my heart's energy. And this is when I first, like couple like years back, I was working on like healing my heart so I can manifest my partner. So one of the things that I started doing is that I literally started just holding my hands and on my heart like this, and I would just breathe, and I would just feel like, okay, are you blocked? Are you tight? Are you open? Are you closed? Are you like, does it feel like agitated? Like just working with my heart's energy, knowing, okay, I'm feeling a little bit like this. I need to go in and do some work there. Or even just carrying different crystals for the heart chakra does wonders, especially because necklaces tend to fall on your heart anyway, which I love. So those do wonders for your heart chakra healing, because it's just laying there and it's just giving out that energy. So I highly, highly, highly recommend working with that as well. Wait, hold on. There's a lot of comments. Give me a second. Wait. Oh, wait, hold on. Sierra, how can I forgive them? Knight of Pentacles. How can I forgive me? Queen of Pentacles. Jesus Christ. So this is definitely something that's very deep rooted. You're getting a lot of pentacles. Okay, pentacles. That is some earth sign deep shit, because earth signs tend to be, and the earth energy tends to be very deeply rooted. They're a lot more stubborn than all the other signs. So it takes the earth energy a little longer to kind of heal and forgive and kind of move on from certain things. It just takes a little bit more time to do so. And it almost, because when we let people into our energy and our space and our time, when we're letting go of them, it's a little bit worse than any other sign because we are earth signs. We have deep rooted you in our garden, and now you're trying to grow legs and walk away. Like, you know what I mean? So it can be a very deep rooted thing. Like, you have to go in and do way more work in there because it just makes it so it's like it's still stuck there. It's still like they're still carrying certain parts of that garden with them as they're trying to crawl out of it. And it's just, it makes it really, really, it makes it a process. But because you have like, how can they forgive me, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse as well? There's also like an equally of holding on to you, holding on to they holding on as well. So it's like, it's a mutual thing, but it's only because it was so deeply grounded in. So it's all about creating a new foundation for it, as far as like saying, hey, well, this foundation is in my past, or even contacting them and saying, hey, so, you know, I really appreciated in our relationship. I learned a lot. Thank you for everything that you taught me. And thank you for coming into my life. Even just saying those kind of things, which are very, very grounding because they solidify and they bring validation to what the relationship was, can be really, really healing in the process. So I do recommend addressing it. You might need to address it in the physical realm. You know, without Mercury retrograde pushing you into texting the person and stuff like that, because that could be a little bit like, thank you for the love, y'all. Wait, did it show? Yeah. Thank you for the love. Wait, hold on. I'm still going through these. There's a lot of questions. Also really late, but oh, hold on. I'm also really late, but for the last question, I got the Chariot, the Empress, and the Ace of Pentacles. How do I stay consistent with my heart's healing journey? The Chariot. This is definitely Cancer vibes, because you guys know the Cancer is a Chariot card in tarot. And so when we talk about the Chariot energy in your heart's healing journey, it's all about actively being present within your emotions and actively having action as well, like moving with action. Like, if you have feelings, talk about it. If you are, you know, feeling a little moody, tell the person. If the person's trying to start, you know, a problem or start like, this is something that happens all the time. Anytime like I am on my moon cycle or Babe's on her moon cycle, we get super sensitive, y'all. It is the most cutest thing, the most cutest time, because I will randomly start crying out of nowhere. Like, it'll just like be like, and then she's like, what's wrong? And it just turns into a vulnerable situation where I'm just like, I'm just really emotional. You just gotta let yourself be emotional. You gotta let yourself be comfortable with them seeing you be emotional. You got to, if your partner makes it like weird for you to be emotional, then don't be with them, because you need someone that needs to hold your emotions to a certain standard. Like, if you need someone to hold space for you, ask for that person. Like, I need someone to hold space for my emotions, who's gonna understand me, who's going to be there for me when I need, like, it could be I got mad over the stupidest thing, but you know what? I was in my feelings, so that's what happens. You just need someone that holds space in that way. And with the Empress vibes, this is really beautiful, because you're getting like this Ace of Pentacles, the Empress vibes. This is a lot of like, I am like on my Venus divine feminine energy. I'm very deep rooted in my emotions. I'm going to be very, very like, there's a femininity that's coming from this, like being very deeply rooted into not only your emotions but their emotions as well. Diving into how they feel, how they want to communicate, what the things that they want to communicate, how they're feeling throughout the day, and being honest about it. Because one of the things that happens within relationships is that, you know, sometimes the other person doesn't feel comfortable talking about their emotions, talking about what they're feeling. They don't want to be judged. They don't want to be like, it's like the way that yours is coming up. It's about holding space, and it's on a very nurturing aspect. On a I can comfort you. I can be there for you. You can be there for me. Like, this is how, the energy that I carry. Like, I'm not only comforted, but you see me as this like Venusian firehouse, okay? And I am here not only to actively benefit you, but also for you to actively benefit me, not by me being open, by me sharing my emotions, by me helping you and guiding you and teaching you what you need to know. And this is it's a beautiful thing, because it honestly, there's a lot of positive physical realm manifestations that can come from the relationship itself, if you allow yourself to heal in this way. Like it's just about really becoming like your own divine higher self, but on a divine feminine level. And it's just really, it's a power, it's definitely a powerhouse kind of move for it. You are welcome, Steph. You are welcome. Wait, yeah. How can I accept the past? 10 of Cups, Knight of Cups. Y'all, this right here, this is gonna be harsh, but this is one of those, like, not every like person that you meet is going to be the one energy, okay? Not every person that you meet is going to be the one that's going to bring you that happily ever after energy, that I am in like the best relationship I've ever had in my life, that I am, oh my God, this is my partner, this is my person vibe. Not everybody's going to be that. And so if you accept that that person in the past is not that, then you can move on, because obviously you have not met that yet. You haven't met that goal for yourself. You haven't achieved that goal for yourself. So then if that person wasn't it, then that means just that the real person that was it is somewhere roaming, and you got to go find that person. So why worry about the connection that you had in the past that is not benefiting you, that is not growing, that is not thriving, that is not showing fruit, when you have one that is literally incoming, is a question. Accept the past so that you can move on to the future, into what you really want. Okay? Lana. Aquarius will break the boat and hop in the spaceship. Y'all, for real though. For real though. It'd be like, y'all, I'm gonna just go do alien things. Bye. Steph said, ooh, hold on. Is it working? I can't tell. Okay. I feel so happy. I think the heart meditation helps so much. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I got confused and I made up a question. I'm sorry. It's okay. It's cool. Okay. Let's see. Oh, hold on, y'all. There's a lot of comments in here. Hold on. Okay. Wait. It's loading. It's posting. Okay. My current energy is the Wheel of Fortune. How can I accept my past? The Knight of Pentacles. And how do I stay consistent in my heart's healing? King of Cups. Ooh. Damn. Okay. Your current energy is a Wheel of Fortune. So that's actually a good thing, because I feel like the Wheel of Fortune tends to be that card where the wheel can go, in different ways. And it's almost like getting to the point where you're about to get on the wheel and find out where you're actually going. Like, where are you going? Over here? You got, like, where are you going? And so this is like a really good time to kind of get on that roller coaster a little bit. Like it's like a fun one for the roller coaster itself. I do think that having the Wheel of Fortune as a current energy, especially when it, like during Pisces season, this is a good one, especially if you're trying to work on like your craft, or even calling in a partner, calling in a new friendship, a new relationship, or even healing anything that you're working on. Like, it's a really good card to try to work on some of those things, to try to move into the next step. It's like, okay, baby steps, like taking the next step. I'm getting on the roller coaster and I'm going to see where it takes me from here. So that's actually really, really good. How can I accept my past? Knight of Pentacles. Again, this goes back to that deep-rooted thing that we were talking about. Some of y'all have made some very deep-rooted connections. Some of these connections are past life connections. I'm just going to say, I'm talking to you, Lana. I'm just going to say, but for sure, like when it comes to the earth sign energy, and I would highly recommend looking at your Venus, your Mars, your Pluto for this, and even your 7th house energy, your 8th house energy, 5th house energy, because it will tell you if you have any earth in any of those. you're going to be a little bit more stubborn in letting go of certain people in the past. And, you know, it can create a little bit of a kind of a loop, because sometimes you'll go back to them in your brain. You're like, oh, but I kind of miss them. Oh, but it's they were so deep rooted. There was so much time invested in this person. There was so much thought invested in this person that they have created a foundation within your own heart space, within your own psyche. So the question is, how do you heal that? How do you want to heal that? Do you want to remove that connection, or do you want to accept that connection for what it was? What is it that connection needs more of you? And if it doesn't need anything more of your energy, then what is it that you need to do to have more peace of mind moving on from it? So it's just about analyzing how to look at that connection in not a bad way, and not a like, oh, I'm still thinking about this person, but in a, you know what, I love them for that. They taught me a lot and it was great while it lasted, but I'm on to the next. You know, it's, again, we're going to be Ariana Grande. Thank you, next situation. Just put it on blast and keep it pushing. I'm just saying, how do I stay consistent in my heart's healing? King of Cups, y'all. It's all about tapping into your emotions. Emotional mastery. Okay. You guys know I talk about self-mastery a lot, but emotional mastery goes hand in hand into self-mastery. Because if you can master your own emotional energy where you're just completely aware of like your own emotions, what's going on with you emotionally, why you feel the way you do, why you feel like, you know, when you're in pain or when you're down, how do you address it? How is your self-care? How is your self-love work? Are you reactive with your own emotions? Do you feel like you're in the moment? You can say, oh my God, you know what, I'm not feeling too well today. Let me go and work on some this. Let me fall into like, let me do some fall into my creative like things that I love to do for myself. Let me work on some things. Let me call someone. Let me call a friend. How do you address your own emotional journey? And it's all about you mastering your own emotional journey, because ultimately, once you have that King of Cups energy, as far as being in a relationship and manifesting and being in a happy, thriving relationship, quick, because King of Cups knows what he's doing. King of Cups vibes, knows what he's doing, knows what to share of themselves, knows how to share emotionally, how to heal the other person emotionally, how to hold space for a person. It's a very nourishing energy as well. So that's really, really good. Hold on. Wait. If I do release, how would it affect me? I got the Sun in reverse. Ooh. Y'all, if I don't release, I got the 9 of Cups in reverse. Y'all. And what does my spirit have to tell me about relationships? I got the 6 of Swords. Y'all, you better go block somebody. Okay, if I do release, how would it affect me? The Sun in reverse. Think of this as a light, your light being snuffed out. Like literally your light being snuffed out. Like if you're the sun, you're turned off. Like you're completely done. What happens when the sun is off? Everybody dies because there's no life. There's no thriving. There's nothing growing because we need the sunlight. Now, the sun itself, where it is within our bodies is our solar plexus. Your solar plexus is where you have your action, where you move from. This is why we feed our gut. We feed our gut with food. We're constantly like eating stuff to fuel ourselves because we need that fire. We need that energy, fire. Okay. So sun in reverse, how would it affect me? It takes from your fire. It takes from your light. It takes from your energy. It takes from you wanting to do things. It takes from you wanting to achieve things or even have goals or strive for your goals. It takes your mental peace. Like that's not at all a good thing. If I don't release 9 of Cups in reverse, so not only are you not happy, but you have not achieved the things, not in every area of your life. Because the 9 of Cups is literally this dude feeling very, very happy that all his cups is in a row behind him like statues. Like, I have succeeded in every single area that I have thrived in. I have succeeded and I went for it and I did the thing. I'm proud of myself. And you know what? I'm going to sit here and take a photo looking cute with all my trophies. That's literally the 9 of Cups. And so being in reverse, it takes from, if your sun, if your energy right? If your solar plexus is blocked and you're not moving from your solar plexus, then you're not achieving anything. You're not succeeding. You're not doing nothing. Nothing is coming out. Nothing is being birthed. Nothing is being created. Nothing is changing. It's just this loop until you die. Like, that's really, really harsh. What does Spirit have to tell me about the relationship? You got the Six of Swords. You have to go. You gotta go. You got to go. And listen, it might seem harsh, but that's literally what Spirit's saying. I'm just letting you know. You pulled the cards. I'm just saying. Okay. Wait, hold on. Michaela said, I've been trying to manifest a place of my own so I can sink the boat if I have to. Y'all be making me laugh. Oh my God. Okay. For how does this affect my future? Hold on, it's loading. Wait. For how does this affect my future if I don't release? I got the 10 of Pentacles reverse, King of Cups reverse, and the 5 of Wands. Oh my God. So this is what I'm saying. Blocking your abundance. It's in reverse. So it's like your abundance in reverse. Your life's like successes are like not like this is not good. Not good at all. If you don't release, it really blocks your achievements for your life. That includes everything you've been able to bring into this world, but also what you give to your lineage with your family, what you're passing down to the younger generation within your family as well. And that's just not good. It's not good, especially with the King of Cups in reverse as well. It means emotional instability, not being able to understand your emotions properly, not being able to process it, not being able to open up with people, not being able to love properly, having a lot of issues within relationships, getting more over emotional or like detached. Like, it just creates a ton of problems, honestly. And with the 5 of Wands, is like, how does it affect your future? It's chaos. Like, the 5 of Wands is a constant fighting. It's a constant like, it's just a constant fight. And it sucks because the 5 of Wands is not just you fighting with like a partner or anything like that. This is you fighting with the universe. This is a universe throwing you like curveballs, like, hey, are you gonna change this yet? Are you gonna stop doing this? Are you gonna stop doing this? We're trying to get you in alignment. Are you gonna keep doing this? Like, I need you to stop. I need you to stop. You're gonna miss a window of opportunity that's coming up and you're not working on it. I need you to stop. Oh, you want to not do it? Okay, well, you just missed the window. So I need you to stop. It's just gonna keep being that energy, and it's not going to feel good. Like, it's really not gonna feel good. So I highly recommend releasing it. Highly recommend releasing it. I would never want anyone to have to go through that, because that's not productive at all. It's just not a beautiful life, and we should all be trying to have beautiful lives. Thank you so much. My Cancer moon and my heart are smiling. Cancer moon, there you go. That's where it came from. I was like, there's a lot of Cancer energy out here. Okay. My person, hold on, it's loading. Okay, my person was my mom. I'm getting started on my spirit right now, but so far, girl, my current energy is a 9 of Swords reversed. Y'all, as to who I'm holding on to, 10 of Swords upright. Yikes. Facts, like, damn. Woo! That's a lot of pain. It's a lot of, but a lot of the times you have to understand, sometimes you're the one that puts the swords in your back. And that can be hard to kind of process sometimes. It's like, you allow yourself to stay on the ground with those 10 swords in your back, knowing that you can very well get those things out of there and just move on. So it's hard because it's almost like there's this energy of like defeat. Are you letting this defeat you? Because you're still holding on to it, right? That's who am I like, you're still letting it defeat you. It's still taking a piece of your mental, like your peace, your harmony. Like, it's just creating chaos. Like, you're still letting this do this. So the question is, why are you continuously letting this be a negative experience? And how can you heal that? How can you take every single sword out. What do they represent and how can you take them out? How can you heal all of those different swords, all of those, the communication, the things that were said, the things that weren't said, the actions that were taken? How do you heal each of those things? How do you forgive? How do you let go? Like that is like, oh, that's definitely hard. Oh, there's another one. Oh, and as for, hold on. And as to what my mom is teaching me, both Five of Cups, the Empress came out reverse. Whoo! Dealing with an emotionally immature parent is coming through. I swear my deck is brutally honest. Y'all, this is y'all. Yeah, tarot be like that. Like it really don't care. It really don't care. It's one of those. I honestly feel like every divination tool doesn't care. I feel like it's easier to like it can be easy to trick a pendulum, especially if you're like trying to tell it what to turn into. But for the most part, most divination tools will read you to the filth. Like they just do not care. Five of Cups and the Empress came out in reverse. Oof, in reverse. Okay, so the question is, especially with the Empress being in reverse, because the Empress herself is supposed to be pregnant. So it's the state of fertility. It's definitely a mother energy. But at the same time, it's almost like the like not yet being a mother, but at the same time being able to. That's the thing about that specific card, that it's not just like, oh, I'm pregnant. It's like I'm able to be because I'm fertile. It's the fertility aspect. So the thing about the Five of Cups with the Empress in reverse that you have to like address, especially with what she's teaching you, is to understand what the especially the traumas and the pain that's been coming up within that relationship. How is it making you be in a state where your own Venus energy is affected, or are you learning more how to heal yourself and be fertile and hold your own divine feminine energy with having this example as it like being the opposite of what the energy should be? I hope that makes sense. But how are you taking that in, and how are you healing from knowing that she's misusing her own divine feminine energy? And how are you processing that, healing that, analyzing her behavior and saying, hey, this is not right. This is not it. Okay. I'm taking these things, I'm taking these lessons, I'm taking this, but I'm not taking that. Because the way the Five of Cups is coming up is almost like you've had to take it, but at the cost of a lot of emotional pain, at the cost of a lot of emotional trauma. So at this point, because you're older and you're more conscious about it, how do you take it in more consciously? How do you analyze it differently so it's not coming out of a place of like, oh my God, you're bringing me so much pain, to, you know what, this is kind of a little bit of a social experiment. I'm just going to watch your behavior and take what I can from it and not take what I don't need. It's almost like a buffet. Eat what you want, but you don't have to eat everything, kind of thing. And some people will be like that in your life, that some people will have that energy. Parents sometimes have that energy. And this is one of those situations where it's like, if you allow yourself to hold on to the energy and the pain of what has been done in the past, especially because at the current state you're older, you can process things a lot different. It's still going to hurt, and it's going to block your own fertility. And this is why the Empress is in reverse. So you have to be aware of how you use your Venus energy, how you use your divine feminine energy, and how you within yourself you can say, hey, I'm not going to be that parent. I'm not going to do what my mom did. That was not a good idea. That's not a good thing that she said. That's not a good thing that she was trying to taught me. That's just not, I'm not going to be that person. When you set that intention, it shifts things a lot, because it says, oh, okay, I'm not going to take in what she did and do it to my child. I'm not going to take in what she did and apply this to my business. I'm not going to take her money habits and do this with my own money. You know, I'm going to observe, and I'm going to see what's right and what's wrong, and I'm going to have that discernment and apply where it may. I hope that makes sense. Tara said, thank you so much. My Venus in Virgo is shaking. Y'all is killing me with these cards, yo. Oh my God. This video won't leave my recommendation. Oh, my recommended. So I think I'm supposed to be here. Hello and welcome. Are we supposed to pull cards and for ourselves and explain them? Sorry, I'm new. So we were doing the tarot spread. You can always go back and re-watch it, but we were doing the tarot spread for the workshop. This is the healing the heart chakra trauma tarot spread. So we were pulling cards for each card and we were just going through it. So I want everyone really quickly to go ahead and pick oracle deck if you didn't do it earlier, and pull yourself some messages from the oracle deck just to tie everything up. And while y'all do that, I'm gonna look at the other one. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. Ooh. This be a little slow sometimes, but I'm getting used to it, I guess. Okay. How have they caused me pain? I got the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh. Ooh. How can I forgive them? I got the Two of Swords in reverse. Okay. How can they forgive me? Queen of Swords. Oh, so you're gonna have to be a little bit more of the more it's like being the stronger person, the more mature person, let's say. It's basically putting it in the position where you're taking control. You're not gonna let them come to you or them slide into your DMs or them like be like, hey, we need to talk. You're gonna be like, hey, we need to talk. I didn't like this. This is why. That wasn't cool. But you know what? I forgive you. That sentence right there, powerful. Because once you take that control, it shifts the energy. It shifts your connection to that person because you're just resetting the tone. And it doesn't really matter how they respond. I mean, if they take it positively, then fine. If they take it negatively, then you already know that the only reason why they're reacting that way is because they're trying to take your power back. So it's like a repulling. It's like some people think of things like, I used to have this friend that would always say, oh, the ball's on your court. Like he would just do this thing all the time where he'd be like, the ball's on your court. And then he would throw, like, say something and everything was on your court to decide and to direct the whole entire thing. And that was always super frustrating to me because I was just like, why can't you just decide? Like, why can't you just decide and not be like, the boss? No, just say what you need to say. Okay, John Mayer, say what you need to say. And then I'll say what I need to say after that. You don't need to be like, like being coy and doing all that stuff. Like, it just always felt really like, I always felt really annoyed about it because it would just be like, it would be great if you could stop confusing me with the balls in your court. Like, just be clear. Just be clear. So for you need to be clear. You need to be like, okay, well, you know what? I'm not going to sit here like not doing anything about this because, especially because how can I forgive them? I got the Two of Swords in reverse. Is like, you cannot not do anything. Okay. If you want to forgive them, you're going to have to be like, hey, you know what? That wasn't cool. I didn't appreciate it, but I forgive you though. Like, you can't wait for them to be like, oh, I'm sorry. No, you have to take it upon yourself to say, that wasn't cool, but I forgive you anyway. Bye. Or whatever you want to say after that. Without taking whatever they're saying to heart, without taking whatever they're saying as like the end all be all, like, oh, they said, no, don't get gaslit. Just say what you need to say. You are in your power. You are in your element. You are in the zone. And you just got to say what you need to say and keep it moving. I just came through to say that wasn't cool. That hurt me. That wasn't really nice. But you know what? I learned what I need to learn. Thank you. I forgive you. Goodbye. And leave it as that. I'm telling y'all. Sometimes you gotta keep it easy. You gotta keep it easy. You gotta keep it simple. Okay. Oracle, what messages do we need to know for our heart space? What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Okay. Y'all, look at this. Cooperation and completion. Yeah, because I did a lot of damn work in my heart chakra. So I best believe I better be in this like world's energy. Shoot. Y'all don't even know. Whew, y'all don't even know the work I did. But for real, like for real. More things. Clairvoyance and understanding. Spontaneous. Yeah, it's definitely like this, especially because Babe's rising is an Aries, so it's always like spontaneous. And travel and stamina. We is going on a trip on next month, so it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I can't wait. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay. Also, thank you so much for helping me reflect on how she has and is impacting my connection with my own feminine energy. It is horrible. It was horrible in the past, but thankfully I'm growing, and I know I don't want to repeat patterns. 100%. 100%. You always, especially when it comes to the mothers in the family, the aunts, the grandmothers, you will notice that if you don't reflect on a lot of that, like the divine feminine energy within your family line, you'll start having some of those like things. And so you have to like reflect and, you know, take things as they come. Be like, oh, okay, I can use this. I don't need to do that no more. That didn't work for you. So I'm not gonna take that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna, because not everything is going to be met. Not everything that's being tried to be handed down to you, even though, you know, some parents are not self-aware enough to know that they're handing down, you know, negative stuff to their kids. But not everything that they're trying to hand down to you is like meant for you. So take it as they may. Okay. I am pulling the Ancestors and Angels Oracle deck. I'm getting Druid, Hold Space, and Drum, Dream, and Journey. Ooh, that is beautiful. That's definitely beautiful. Hold space. How do you hold space for yourself, but also how do you hold space for others? Because holding space, this is really like Virgo vibes. This is like serving others type of vibes, like not only healing yourself, but then at the point where you healed yourself, sharing how you did that with others, how you went through that process, especially if you see someone going through that same process and how they need to like grow and navigate that as well. Dream and journey. So what is your dream? What do you want to do? What do you want to be? And how are you letting yourself go on that journey? Those are two different questions, but they both go together. And both of those things goes hand in hand into Aries season and Aries energy. So it's interesting that you're getting hold space, because I think that's what you're going to be doing for the remainder of Pisces season, just holding space for yourself, trying to figure out what it is that you want to do. Then once Aries season comes, it's about the dream and the journey. It's about the goal. It's about achieving, having that success, and striving for what it is that you want to accomplish. So that's actually really, really beautiful for the Oracle cards. Okay. And in relation to the partner, like, what does your partner talk like? What does your partner communicate to you? Like, how does your partner hold space for you? Especially in reflection of how past partners haven't held space for you. You know what I mean? Like, how do you want them to hold space? Like, do you want them to be vulnerable with you? Do you want them to allow you to be vulnerable with them? Do you want it to be deeper than just like a surface level type of relationship? Like, how does that look like? Hold on. Okay. So Anna, okay. I was thinking of my partner and I pulled Judgment reversed. Six of Pentacles reversed, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So a couple of different things. One, have you communicated with your ancestors about the relationship itself and the messages that you need to know about the relationship? That's one. Two, and this is really, really important, especially with the Six of Pentacles reverse. Is there an imbalance in the relationship? Is there one partner that gives more to the other? And if there is, why is that, and how is that being addressed? And is that something that is wanted or needed? Sorry, guys. Luna is on in heat and she just wants to go to the living room. But is it something that is wanted or needed, or this is something that that you want to be more in alignment, that you don't want one to have more power over the relationship, or you do like that one is more like dominating than the other. Like how is it that you specifically want to navigate your relationship with your partner? And if there is an imbalance and one is more domineering than others, what is your intention moving forward? Because you have the Ace of Pentacles, so there is definitely a more consistent change that has been wanting, like as far as want it to be present, and want it to be in your energy space. Just having it there, seeing it in action. Like if you say, hey, you know what, I don't kind of like that you do this, it doesn't make me feel good. And if your partner keeps doing it, or if you tell your partner and they're like, oh, okay, I'm not going to do that anymore, I'm sorry. It's seeing the results from that, seeing the change from that. That's that Ace of Pentacles, seeing the shift, seeing the change, seeing how it became something different. Did it change? What was your intention in communicating the issue beneficiary? Did it change the imbalance that is there? So that's what I would say you need to reflect on with that one. I pulled, hold on, y'all. There's a lot of messages here. I pulled the same deck. I got Water Guardian, Connect with Your Emotions, and Bask in Joy and Sunlight. Hey, okay, that is definitely like lit. I love that it's like Water Guardian. There's a lot of water energy that we already spoke about. Connect with your emotions and stuff. Listen, I always like, it's always interesting to me that Cancer season like starts off the summer, because Cancer season is like, it's so deeply connected to, like, for one thing, Yamaya, like the ocean, the mother energy. But it's like when people start to come into the water, come closer to the water. So there's just like this deep connection with like the summertime and the water, which I always thought was really, really cool. And just like, again, like basking sun, like joy and light. It's like that summer vibe. I don't know. Have I been the only one that's just been missing the summertime? I have a feeling that the summer is going to be really lit for some reason, but y'all, seriously, just, I would love to be in the Caribbean somewhere, just at the beach, in the ocean, with like, I don't know, a beer or something in my hands. I'm just chilling with babe and, you know, the kids and stuff. It just like, I feel like I need, I don't know. Yamaya's been calling me lately. That's just the way I've been seeing it, but that's just a really, really beautiful pull. Michaela. Healer of the Ages, Temple of Path, Grace and Sweetness, and Choices, Knowledge, and Illumination. Choices. Y'all. So how are you being illuminated by the choices that you're making? Are you consciously aware that the choices that you're making are creating, or dimming your light, or allowing you to shine more? There's just so much in that. Oh my God. Jesus. Energy Oracle, Botanical Inspirations. Wow. Like that's just deep. Temple of Path, Grace and Sweetness. Honestly, I know it can seem like hard to have to go through the process of changing certain things that are very much like deep rooted in your psyche and your behavior and stuff like that. But then when you get into the like, hey, just let it be sweet, let it be good. When it becomes unsweet, it's just about calling it out. It's just about saying, hey, that wasn't nice. That wasn't cool. Like, I just gotta let you know, and then we can go back to the sweetness. Okay. It's just about being present. It's about being present, allowing things to flow in and out. Even Oshun, it is like, it's very much like, even Oshun at her darkest times will try to build herself out of it, will try to work herself out of it, and just try to go back into that sweetness, go back into that, like the grace of it all. So it's just, you have to choose with the knowledge that you get, with the things that in the communication that you get, with the situation that you're placed in, how you want to move forward from it, how you want to react. Like, y'all, I need to be with Yamaya in the ocean to release what I just healed, feeling lighter, but there's still some debris. 100% feel you on that one. Yamaya is showing up so strong right now. I see sevens on the clock everywhere. No, but for real, Yamaya has been just straight up. I feel like ever since Pisces season started, I mean, Pisces season is very much connected to the ocean as well. It's just been like, come by the water, come see me, come talk to me. Like, I feel like, you know, this is one of those, you just need to like go see her vibes. Like, you just need to go spend some time with her vibes. Like, and everybody's just like posting stuff about the beach and stuff. And the like, one of the readers that I follow on Instagram, Wisdom and Light, she posted the story where she was at the water, and you could just hear the waves, and I was just like, oh yeah, my God. Like, I was having a whole moment just from the video itself. It was just so beautiful. So beautiful. Yes. Ooh, okay, hold on. Yamaya is the one who led me to your channel years ago when I started healing myself through relationships. Oh my God, that is so crazy. Y'all, Yamaya, yo. That's my mother. Oh my God. Well, that's all of our mothers, honestly. Do you guys recommend the Mariel Tarot? I've been thinking about getting it. I don't have that one. There's so many tarot decks that I have. I want, and then there's some tarot decks that I'm just like, okay, not yet. And then there's some tarot decks that I'm waiting for in the mail, y'all. I'm about to get the I don't know if you guys follow her on Instagram, but the Akamara Tarot and the Okana Oracle deck, that's gonna be real. I cannot wait to pull with that one, y'all. I cannot wait to pull with that one. The readings are gonna be lit because she literally put so much work into that deck. I cannot wait to share it with y'all. And aesthetically, it's just gorgeous. I just got my shipping confirmation today, and I was like, yes, it took a month, but it's fine. It took a month, but it's here. We're here. We got this. Oh, hold on. I'm getting the other one. Wait. Okay, there it is. So now I feel so much. I am to the point where I'm fully preparing to help guide others. That's really, really beautiful. That is so beautiful. And it really gets to that point as well. That's exactly what ended up happening to me when, like, beforehand, because I was pretty much doing my whole entire healing practice, my whole working with herbs, doing my thing on my own. And then Spirit was like, Archangel Gabriel specifically was just like, so you got to start your own business. And I was like, okay. Okay. He was like, you have to start sharing this stuff with everyone. I'm like, okay, all right. I'm just not going to argue with you because obviously I'm not going to argue with the archangels. I'm not doing it. So 100% it really be like that sometimes. So you have to heal before, it gets there. You are welcome. You're definitely welcome. I am using the Moonology deck, and I got both the new and the full moon Pisces cards. New moon, meditate and contemplate, and the full moon, balance, spirituality, and practicality. Oh, wow. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Being not only practical, and it be like that, honestly, a lot of the times, especially when you're looking at your practice, sometimes you gotta take it easy. Like, I feel like a lot of people, especially when it comes to the craft and like art craft and stuff like that, especially with like media and entertainment, people be romanticizing the hell out of to a lot of like rituals that be done and stuff. And granted, I've done a lot of beautifully aesthetic rituals sometimes, but sometimes you just got to keep it practical. Like, some of my daily rituals in the day consist of me just charging my water with the intention of the day, doing libations, and just pulling some cards for myself before I start working on like natal chart readings and stuff. Like, I try to keep it practical because I know that a lot of it, I've already done the work for so much things that is now I'm focusing so much on like you guys. So now it's really like, that really comes up hard when it's like, balance your spirituality with practicality. Not only being spiritually strong, healthy, and in alignment, but also practically in alignment, like making sure within the physical realm you're good to go, like you're living in a place where you're thriving, you're working in a place that you're thriving, you're the connections and the friendships you have are ones that help you grow and are at the end of the day helping you thrive and have like a good and abundant life. Like it's really really beautiful for like just holding space for yourself to balance out both. It's like balance the spiritual realm and the like physical. So that's beautiful. That's a really good one. We thinking the same thing. For real though, for real. I really, really, really need to like I need to just go to I honestly been thinking about taking my mom, my sister, and babe's dad and babe to Grenada, because Grenada is like, it's just a really dope island. It is right under Puerto Rico, so it doesn't take that long to get there, right? And it's really cool because, well, not necessarily that this is a cool thing, but it used to be a British colony, so everybody speaks English, so you don't have to worry about like having a barrier with language or anything like that. But the cool thing about the island is that it's just so chill, like for what they went through and everything. Like when you go to the islands, it just feels chill. There's certain parts of the island, especially when you go through some of the cemeteries, that you feel some of the heaviness. But for the most part, that island is really, really, really chill. Like I feel like even though it's almost as weird to me, because I feel like the United States is one of those places that there's so much pain that's stuck in a lot of the lands. But we still continue to like put stuff on it and then think that it's just gonna grow in certain ways. Like it's weird, but it just, when I was there, it made me feel like somehow there was peace that came out like people were like reckoned and came to the peace of with the island. They just ended up having peace with it. So the island is really, really safe. Like everybody is like very family oriented, so nobody like commits crimes because it would be considered like a shame to the family. Like most of the people like end up in the jail and stuff, or like tourists who end up doing things that they don't need to that they don't need to be doing, and then they end up having to go. But it's a really, really safe island, super chill. Like the vibe is absolutely breathtaking. The views, the food. It's called the Island of Spice, so the food's gonna be good. Like it's just such a beautiful, beautiful island. Really inexpensive to go to. And I've just been thinking like, I want to just pack up and just fly away. Like, but the Rona, y'all. We're gonna see. We're definitely gonna see how it all like kind of comes to terms with it. But I'm gonna have to take a trip with the family at some point within this year, or maybe like next year, but hopefully this year, because I would love to take my mom out of the city, out of New York, because New York is such a cramped, like tight space. So I'm just super, super over it. Oshun as well is the comment is loaded. Oshun as a vulture, I definitely feel that living in the inner city and being constantly exposed to toxins that were designed against my people, finding new ways to thrive, not just survive. No, for 100%, like 100%. And this is why I feel like as much as I still live in the tri-state area, I cannot really live in New York City, because it's just there's too much energy, too much hectic energy, too much pent up energy. And there's a lot of stuff that happened in the land, y'all. Like a lot of stuff that happened in the land. New York City and New York State is like one of the oldest lands in the country. And it has a lot of different things. And this is why anytime I go upstate or do any type of like trips upstate, or even to PA and stuff, I like to connect with the Native Americans of the land, like the spirits of the lands, just to hold space, because y'all, I'm telling you, it's a need. It's a necessity to just connect and just even do a small offering or anything like that. It's just a need. Thank you for mentioning that necessity for practicality. Virgo is my North Node, and I tend to give into my escapism, being easily overwhelmed by tasks. No, for 100%, Virgo energy. Like it's all like Virgo rules the mundane stuff, like literally the everyday stuff, the regular everyday stuff, the things that you like, the cleaning, the thin, the sin, and the dun, like all of that stuff. Virgo energy. So it's just, especially if it's your North Node, you just have to master that shit, really, and especially when it comes to like healing the lifetime and learning the lesson of the lifetime. Master that, clear that, have a healthy balance with your everyday. Don't make it like into a toxic experience or like a negative, like, oh, I have to do. No, just fall in love, romanticize your routine. Okay, I've been, especially now that I'm like doing more like TikTok stuff, I've been like really into like the cottage core, the royal core, the like, what's the other one, the princess core, whatever. I've been really into like the vibes of the whole cottage core aesthetic of the like everyday, and I always feel like it's like Virgo vibes, like 100% giving me the, I'm working the cottage and I'm playing with the bunnies and I'm like taking a walk and frolicking in the garden, like 100% Nine of Pentacles Virgo vibes to me. I don't know why, but that to me, I'd just be chilling and having a good life, quite frankly. I 100% like get it too, because all of my whole entire Capricorn stellium is in my 6th house, which is the Virgo house, and I am very much like, I'm very aware of like that whole entire like Virgo energy and how to navigate it. And so I know I have to like fall in love with like my practice as well and have like those moments. And so I've just been really into the like the whole aesthetic of it all. I don't know if like you can relate to this, but 100% recommends, especially having that. Go and Google, like on YouTube, just Google like cottagecore or like royal core or whatever. You'll start seeing like a lot of the creators and stuff, and they have like, I follow all of the, I think I follow all of them, but I follow all of the Black creators for cottagecore, because they just bring all of the vibes. They're doing like God's work on there, and y'all, I'm telling y'all need to watch some cottagecore. It's just beautifully relaxing. It's like the ASMR for Virgo energy, I would say. I don't know. I'm telling you, it's a romance thing. I'm romanticizing it. I am romanticizing it. Oof. Ooh. Women of color can't suffer in silence anymore because there's a lot of truths being exposed. We need to support each other because we have so much power to create safe space. 100%. 100%. And I do feel like this is why holding space for yourself, having these like the routines of self-care, like once you know how to love yourself, you telling me anybody's just gonna come in and wreck your mental peace when you already set the standard? Hell no. Like, no. And this is like, once you know, you can share that with other people. You can, like, if you see your friend is like going through it, you're like, hey, let's go do this. Let's go for a walk. Let's go on a hike. Let me take you on a trip. Come with me. I'm gonna go do this. You know, I think you need to come with me. Something's telling me you need to come with me. Like, it's just about like holding space. It's about holding space not only for yourself but for others. Like sharing that, sharing how, sharing why it's important, normalizing that. Yo, that is powerful. Normalizing those safe spaces, powerful. I am playing with the bunnies. Yo, you got me jealous, okay? Okay, I will be getting my bunny. I've been telling Babe that I want a bunny, okay? But she's like, Luna, our cat, who happens to be an Aries, is gonna kill the bunny. And I'm like, no, she ain't, because we're gonna have a conversation, because I want a bunny. So I'm a little jealous right now. Oh my God, I wish I could play with a bunny. I've had 2 bunnies in my lifetime, and they're like they were like the sweetest things. And Babe had 5 bunnies?
Yeah, I had the boy, girl, and the 3 kids.
Oh my God. Well, actually, no. I had more bunnies than that, because when I was younger, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all the story so y'all can laugh a little bit. My dad, he's a super, right? So before, when I lived like in the Bronx, in a different part of the Bronx, this is when I was younger, when I was literally so young, my dad went to the butcher shop, and you know how they have like the animals there, and he ended up feeling bad, and he bought 1 boy, 1 girl of the rabbits. They weren't bunnies, they were rabbits. So way more hyper, way more, And because he didn't want to keep them in the house, well, he wanted to, but my mom was like, hell no, because they're gonna poop everywhere. Okay. My mom is a Cancer, she's very clean. She wasn't having it. He was keeping them in the basement because he was a super, so he could have like he had like two different like no, he had like 4 different areas for the basement, was huge. And so he kept them on one side, but he kept it on the side where he did the recycling. So he like does the recycling, he sorts all the bottles. And sometimes the beer bottles and stuff would still have liquid in them, so they would leak out of the bag or whatever. And the bunnies would get drunk, y'all, and they would just be making babies. So every time my dad would go back in the room, there would be more bunnies. Like, it just would happen to be more bunnies, like for whatever reason there would just be more bunnies. And so we ended up having like 32 bunnies at one point. And then my mom was like, oh yeah, like what are we gonna do with these bunnies? And so he started giving them away because he felt so, but he's like, se emborracharon, they got drunk and they started having babies. Yo, I was a mess. I laughed so hard. But yeah, so technically I had way more, but my actual bunnies, I had 2. But like family-wise, I guess I had more. I don't know. But yo, for real, that was like one of the funniest experiences ever. They just literally got drunk and just, got busy. Oh my God. No, for real, love the cottagecore vibe. Love it, live in it. Just love. Seriously, I'm following like all of the cottagecore, like people of color, Black on TikTok, following all of them. I'm like, give me these vibes, put me in the zone. This is hella relaxing right now. Yo, wait, hold on. I'm a Virgo with a pet buddy. You can potty train bunnies. They're amazing, but they were rabbits. I don't know. They were like it wasn't like small hopping. It was like they were moving fast, yo. Like it was a different type of like rabbit. Oh my God. I've been watching a lot of America's Next Top Model and been seeing that cottagecore and totally get that you're saying. And so it really, really, really is. It really is super like just it's a vibe. It's a vibe. And I've always been into like the whole like I love like Pride and Prejudice is one of my favorite books. Pride and Prejudice, the movie with Keira Knightley, is one of my favorite movies. Like I've always loved the aesthetic of it. And I've always loved like, oh, they doing the little dances and stuff. Like guys, it's like I'm at the zoo sometimes. Like I just be like, oh my God, I love it. Would I like to live in that time zone? No, because women's rights. I would have had a mouth, y'all. but for the most part, I love the aesthetics of it. Like I really, really enjoy the aesthetics of it. It's just really, really beautiful. You get it. You definitely get it. I'm telling you, those bunnies were doing the business. They were doing the business. Okay, all right, so we're gonna get into the ritual part of this because I gotta tell y'all how you need to do this ritual so y'all can do it correctly, okay? And then you guys are good to go. Okay, so first and foremost, if you got the ritual kit, you already got the tools. If you didn't get it yet, that's fine. You can do this at any time within Pisces season because I was waiting for it to be like Venus in Pisces before I like did the thing. So if you're on the Patreon or if you're a channel member, you would have already seen the itinerary. It says what you need. So the Himalayan salt and Epsom salt bath, you're gonna blend that together. You're gonna make a bath. You're gonna need enough for 3 days. This is a 3-day ritual, y'all. Okay, and for every single 3 days, you're gonna need a cinnamon stick. Okay, you're gonna burn a different part of the cinnamon stick for those 3 days. Use it like in an incense type of way, but you're burning it with the intention for the love. Not only love, but the lust, but the passion, okay? Because cinnamon is a really, really good for manifesting that and amplifying that. It's a spice. It's a saucy. It's a spice that you need. Oh, babe, babe, drop the whole computer.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. You gotta go over the thing.
I didn't see it.
So it's a spice. So you have to go over every single day. You're going over it. Wait, sorry. I lost what I was saying. Okay, it's a spice. I was talking about cinnamon. Y'all, she just messed me up. Hold on.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay, baby. I just forgot what I was saying.
You said that you light up a cinnamon stick.
Okay, so yeah, you light up the cinnamon stick, but the reason why is because cinnamon is really, really good to bring spice, to spice things up when it comes to your love energy. So because it's the element of fire, it basically brings the passion out. And this is important, especially if you're trying to focus on more manifestation work when it comes to like love and your love life, and your drive. So it's important to hold space for yourself in this way. Wait, oh, sorry. It's okay. It's fine. Just leave them. I'll pick them up afterwards. Sorry, babe just dropped my computer, so everything like fell down. Anyway, so you're gonna need to make the bath. While I'm gonna talk about what you're gonna put in the bath in a second, but you're gonna be burning the cinnamon stick like in 3 parts. So every day that you're doing, while you're doing the bath, you're thinking about your intention, you're thinking about the specific. I'm not gonna tell you exactly what to like say, because I want this to be open to your experience. So if you want to attract more love, or if you want to heal your love chakra, like your heart chakra energy, or if you want to focus on attracting a better love relationship or more passionate love relationship, or adding spice to your already relationship, then you're going to be burning it for 3. This is a 3-day ritual. It's really simple because this is more of a bath and we're focusing more on the water element because we're in Pisces season. So you're burning this because we still want to have that fire component for the 3 days. Okay, now you're going to make the Himalayan salt and Epsom salt bath. It's going to be a blend. You're using Himalayan salt because the Himalayan salt works really well for the heart chakra as a cleansing agent, and the Epsom salt bath helps to relax your body. And you need to be relaxed when you're doing healing work, when you're trying to attract. So that's why you're blending the 2. Now you're going to need for the bath 3 of your favorite love oils, and make sure that 2 of them are for removing negative energy. So you can pick whichever herbs that you want to work with this. I would highly recommend at least adding hibiscus to it, because hibiscus is just really good for deepening that love energy and the connection. So I would highly recommend at least adding hibiscus to it. And for the oil that you're going to be using when you're blending it all in, you can use a love oil if you already have one, or you can use olive oil, because that's just a neutral basic oil that can be used for like anything. Okay, so you're going to need a petition paper. Okay, and on this petition paper, I want you to write a letter to your heart chakra. I want you to write that letter, and I want you to focus on what you want the energy to be of your heart space. Do you want it to be open? What do you want it to feel like when you're with your partner, when you're with them? Like, do you want it to be open? Do you want it to feel like you're like the light is coming out from your chest? Do you want to feel like you don't have any blockages to love? Do you want to feel like you're healed? Do you want to feel like you're not stuck in anything? Whatever it is, you're going to write that letter to your heart chakra. If you bought the ritual kit, you would have gotten the bottle, so you can put that letter in the bottle. Okay. And for the petition, I forgot to mention, please use a Sharpie pen or marker, because you want your intention to be permanent. We're working with permanent energy. So the intention, you want it to last. You don't want it to like wear out. You want it to be like, no, universe, this is what I want. This is what I need. This is why, period. So you're going to put it on the container, and on the first day, you're going to seal this with a candle wax. You're going to if you bought the ritual kit, you got 2 candles. On the 3rd day, you don't need to burn a candle, but on the first 2, you do. So you're going to take one of the candles. You're going to burn it while you're in the bath. It has to burn through. Okay. You don't have to like wait till it fully burns, like the whole entire time that you're in the shower. Wait till it burns down. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. You can just take it out, but you need to make sure that it burns while you're in the shower, because the energy of that needs to be in your space. The reason why we're working with green is because that's the heart chakra color. You can also work with yellow or red as a substitute if that's the one that you want to use. And then you're burning this. Once you burn this, you can go ahead and bury the cinnamon stick somewhere where it will, like, you can do it in a plant if you want to, but I highly recommend finding like If there's a garden that you like to walk by, or if there's like a specific part of the park that you just gravitate towards, bury it by there. And that is how you do the ritual. So you can do this. Highly recommend starting the work Friday and ending by that Sunday period. So that way Monday, when it's like the day of the moon, because that's what Monday is, you will emotionally start feeling those changes, that intention coming through. So that's basically what you need to do the ritual. For those who are going to want to revisit, to come back and like look up the instructions and stuff like that, again, it's going to be in. For those who got the tickets, it's in your email box. The itinerary is already there. If you need to revisit it for the Patreon, it's already in the Patreon page. And for our channel members, it's already in the itinerary, is already in the community tab. So that way everybody got the info. Okay. I will, for channel members and Patreon members, and I guess I can send the email to the Eventbrite page afterwards. Hopefully it lets me send the tarot spread to you guys, so that way you guys can, if you need to do it later, you can do it later as well. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. That was the whole entire workshop. I hope that y'all got the healing that y'all needed from this. We went over like 32 minutes, y'all. I mean, you know I talk a lot. You know we be in here. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you guys got a lot of healing from it, that you got what you needed. I will be posting the next workshop this weekend for next month. There's a lot coming, and I can't wait to like share space, because I'm gonna push it towards right at the end of the month when it's Aries season, so we can start working with a little bit more fire energies. So stay tuned for that one. And you are welcome, Steph. I always love it when you guys are in here. You guys are just bring such a beautiful, beautiful vibe to like the chat and like the live stream and everything. So thank you guys so much for all the love, all of the support. Really, really appreciate all of the support you guys bring to me. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Link will be down below. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.